Hello everybody, it's Non-C News here, and today we've got a lot of breaking news coming from a lot of political updates today, and a lot of stuff coming from Moscow, which we'll first go into. So if you don't know, the Indian Prime Minister Modi arrived in Russia. His plane landed in Vnukovo. So if you can see here, Modi steps out of the plane. He stated that no topic is off limits during his visit to Moscow. And if you can see on his way to his hotel, he was cheered by the Russian locals. If you can see here, he's waving. A lot of people with Indian flags seem to be taking part and waving and taking videos. And then he finally met with Putin. So with the discussion first between Putin and Modi, Putin stated this. At the outset, I would like to congratulate you on your re-election as Prime Minister. I think this is not an accident. It is the result of your work for many years at the head of the government. You have your own ideas and you are a very energetic person. You know how to achieve results in the interests of India and the Indian people. And the result is obvious. India is the third largest economy in the world and probably the most populous country in the world right now. So this was stated by Putin, if you can see in your bottom left corner. He stated this, and after this little meeting they had, Putin and Modi decided to take a little walk alone in private. So it's actually unsure what they spoke about. We don't know what they spoke about. It could have been anything. But right after, we got a news that Modi thanked Putin for the meeting in Moscow and posted a photo with the Russian leader on X. So you can see these photos with Putin and Modi hugging each other and handshaking. So he first stated this: I thank the President Putin for receiving me in this evening. I look forward to tomorrow's negotiations, which will undoubtedly further strengthen the relationship between India and Russia. So big news is happening here. So there was also news that there might actually be a fuel pipeline, a pipeline like similar to the Nord Stream pipeline built between Russia to India. So probably like this. We don't know if this is true. There was also talk about economic nuclear reactor, nuclear power relations. So there's probably going to be a lot of things that are going to come out. Just a lot of economics things. So let's Putin and Modi's meetings have not ended yet, so they're still talking. So at the end of the day, we'll get the full picture, and we'll see tomorrow if anything big actually happens between Putin and Modi. But after that post on X, I just really want to state the Indian Prime Minister Modi took part in the flower laying in the ceremony at the tombstone of the unknown soldier. And he also, there was some pretty funny memes that I want to show you. So you can see here in your bottom left corner. So this is 2024. This was posted by Top Rank. So 2024, Modi and Biden at the G7 summit in Italy. You can see they're both handshaking, very serious. Versus Modi and Putin today in Russia. So they're hugging. It seems a lot more better. So I just wanted to show you that. And Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, has responded to this meeting between Modi and Vladimir Putin. He has stated, in Ukraine today, 37 people were killed, 3 of them who were children, and 170 were injured, including 13 children, as a result of Russia's brutal missile strike. A Russian missile struck the largest children's hospital in Ukraine, targeting young cancer patients. Many were buried underneath the rubble. It is a huge disappointment and a devastating blow to the peace efforts to see the leader of the world's largest democracy hug the world's bloodiest criminal in Moscow on such a day. And Modi has also stated that it will be opening 2 Indian embassies in Russia, one in Kazan and one in where's Kazan? One in Kazan and this city here, which I always butcher the name, saying Yekaterinburg. So Kazan and Yekaterinburg will be receiving each Indian embassies. So very interesting. And the next news is coming from Poland and Zelensky. So when moving to Poland, to Warsaw, Zelensky and Tusk, the Prime Minister of Poland, have signed a defense agreement between Ukraine and Poland. Poland may be considering transferring 20 MiG-29 fighters jets to Kiev if NATO countries replace them, Prime Minister Tusk said after a meeting with Zelensky. And if you can see here in your bottom left corner, in Poland, Zelensky stated that Poland and Ukraine is about to start a mechanism for the operation of the Polish air defense and missile defenses in Ukraine airspace is being developed to shoot down Russian missiles and UAVs. So huge development. So Poland is now technically going into first contact between Russia and NATO. Polish air defense systems shooting down Russian missiles. I think this is a big escalation between NATO and Poland if this NATO and Russia if this goes through. So Poland's to shoot down Russian missiles, stated Zelensky, and he said this in Warsaw. We got some news coming from the United States. The US does not plan to lift the restrictions for the Ukrainian armed forces on strike with American weapons deep into Russian territory. This was stated by the US National Security Council spokesman John Kirby. He also admitted that Ukraine is hitting Crimea with the American ATACMS missiles. So American missiles are actively hitting Crimea in Russia. We got news coming from NATO, so from the head of NATO, Stoltenberg. He stated that the Prime Minister Orban made it clear when he visited Moscow he did not go there on behalf of NATO. If you don't know, Viktor Orban's doing a peace plan between Russia and Ukraine. So Viktor Orban visited Ukraine, Russia. He's now visiting China, and now he's apparently going to be visiting Washington, D.C. So very interesting. We've gotten some news coming from Russia and the two Koreas. The Kremlin has stated that it disagrees with South Korea's position that Russia must choose one of the two Koreas. So, Russia stated that Russia wants good relations with all countries, including both Koreas, but South Korea takes hostilities stance towards Moscow. So, Russia obviously wants to get closer with North Korea, and South Korea has stated that you must pick one of the two Koreas. So, very interesting. We got on news of a new British military aid package to Ukraine. So, apparently, there'll be 10 155mm self-propelled guns, 250,000 rounds of the 12.7mm caliber, 90 brimstone anti-tank missiles, 50 small boats for river and coastal operations, 40 mine clearance vehicles, and 61 bullet dozers for the construction of defensive positions. So this is what the UK, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland is providing to Ukraine in the coming days or months. We'll see where this goes. Now we got on news coming from a pretty weird thing coming from actually the front line of Ukraine. So if you can see here, apparently the South group in the Donetsk region has tested the robotic kamikaze drone, the Scorpion M, in combat conditions. If you can see in this video, you can see this video. It's like a small armored vehicle that drives across the battlefield, and it's packed with TNT and explosives. So, and it goes into the Ukrainian trenches and it explodes. So, very interesting thing. So, we'll probably be seeing more of them on the front line between Russia and Ukraine. Thank you everybody for watching. I am Non-Scene News. I'll try and provide you the non-scene news that Western medias and other medias do not show you. Please like and subscribe, and I hope all of you have a very good day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.